Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm working on the wall in the family room where the fireplace is located. So we have these windows on each side of the fireplace. So what I decided this year is I was going to outline them in garland and put lights on it. So I just started that process, so I just wanted to include you in on it while I'm doing that. So, okay, so I got this side, the garland on anyway, so the ladder is in the way. But you see what I did was, and the sun is coming through, but you see the garland goes all the way around the entire window, and then across the top I put the crossbar there of garland, and I put the icicle lights. So let me back up and maybe you can see a better look, a better view of it. Okay, so on to the next window, and then to the fireplace, and then I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. I was just thinking, maybe, you know, I'm assuming that a lot of you know this, but some of you might not know. See, those are those 3M hooks that they go on and then they pull right off when you're done, and they have different strengths, you know, how much that they can hold. So, you know, I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff on this garland, so I have a lot of these hooks. But that is the easiest way to, you know, put stuff up. And, you know, if you haven't used them before, they're great. Okay, so I got the two windows done, and this is what I did. If you follow, I did those hooks on the window, you know, the ones that peel off. And then I put a 9-foot piece of garland down one side. And then I put the 9-foot piece of garland down the other side. And then I put that cross piece of garland right there. Then I used 100 white mini lights. I counted up to 50. I put the number 50 up at the top, and I intertwined down the one side 50, and then down the other side with 50. Then I put in these large plastic snowflakes. They're like 12 inches across, and I found those in the Dollar Tree. And you see, I kind of like randomly placed them. Not really, you know, obviously I thought about where I wanted them. Nothing really symmetrical on the sides, just so that they look like they're there. And then I added in a couple of these snowflakes that match, and they were, I think, 6 in a package, also at the Dollar Tree. I then put in some of these, I wired in some of these ornaments right here that I just used the floral wire, and I group a couple of them together with the wire, and then I just secure it into the garland. So you see, I didn't put it all over, I just put it as an accent to pick up some of the light. So that's on this side and also on that side. And like I said to you in the clip before, I'm going to start the garland right now. And hopefully I'm going to tie that in so that it all looks like it goes together. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit more explanation on how I did that. It's really easy, just like, in fact, those snowflakes, I wired some parts of them in because they weren't laying flat, but otherwise you can just use the garland. You know, you see, like right here, it's just wrapped in, it's holding it in, because, you know, it's not like it's in a store or something where it's going to get abused. So that's that. See you really soon. Okay, so far what I did was I took the garland out, and it was really flat, and I tried to, you know, fluff it up the best I could. I intertwined a couple of different ones just to make it a little bit thicker. And what's really important is, if you look back here, I put enough of these things to secure. I did actually 2 back here and a third one over here to hold the side, because, you know, you don't realize how heavy all of a sudden this gets when you start piling the stuff in there. And then I continued that theme with the snowflakes onto here. I put one in this corner, and then one down on each side. Here's the other side. And I started to hang these ornaments on the bottom. We have this fancy one right here that we put in the middle, and then the elongated silver on the sides. And I still have all this stuff here to put in, and I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so I start from the center. You see what I did? I build out this whole area with these Christmas ornaments. Now some of them, what I actually do is I take that little hook, the hook on the back of it. Let me see if I can show you. And this way I can stick it right onto the branch itself. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some of those leaves that I painted white with the glitter on them, and also some branches, and then I'll move out from this. But that's why I start from the center. And when you do this, you have to keep stepping away, because I just did it too. I made it a little crooked. Okay, so do that. Okay, so the next thing I did was, see, this is what I was talking about. I made these, I spray painted them white, and then I just put a little bit of glitter on it, because it makes a really big mess. And then what I do is I stick them in. I stick them in, and I make sure that they're secure. So I started from the center again. See, I expanded out from the center, and then I, soften the edges. It's hard to see over there. Okay, so they're also behind that snowflake. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. Here's the other side. I'm going to continue on with loading this thing up. Okay, so here it is done. And this is in the family room, and this is the only thing decorated in here so far. I have to put the snowman tree up today. That's what's going to go in the family room this year. And so let me get a closer look for you so you can see what I did on here. Like I showed you before, those giant snowflakes. I have these white. They kind of look like a cross between an artichoke and a flower. And some silver, and I put the leaves in there, and some ornaments with those, they're not really beads, they're just kind of like, they have different odd shapes, but what it does is it picks up a lot of light, and it glistens a lot. Silver pine cones with glitter on them. I did white candles at each end of the fireplace. I have these white glass sleighs, and I did this little centerpiece right here, very simple, just a couple of branches, some pine cones, a couple of ornaments, and some branches. There's another one of those right there, and let me back up a little bit so you can see that. And on each side I put the lantern, those same lanterns I had for the fall, but I just changed that. I hid that little orange gourd that was in there, and I put a piece of greenery on the top with those lacy snowflakes and a couple of elves on each side. So that's the mantle for the family room, and the windows on each side of the family room as well. And I hope you like it, and if you do, please like it below, give it a thumbs up. And if you just stumbled on this and you've never seen anything I've done before, please think about subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of holiday videos and a lot more coming, and Mary Ann's cooking on there as well. So I hope everybody's good, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.